I figured out where to go, but everybody wants me dead. Welcome back to the Naked Mole Rap. Welcome back to Kim Possible, the video game.
See, I didn't like... I liked the 90s Disney shows, like...
Bye-bye.
Like Disney...
Ow!
One for the road. Like, you know, where they would just make spin-off shows of Disney properties, like Goof Troop, Darkwing Duck.
Is Darkwing Duck really a Disney property?
I mean, it is the Duck. It is in the Duckverse. I mean, it was an original show. It wasn't based off of anything. But I didn't watch DuckTales, but I loved Goof Troop when it came on, but I never got to watch it. Shut up, whore.
Hold on, look at this.
Yeah. It's coming into focus. Oh,
It's the mother brain.
Ah. Look at them eyes. Look at those big, beautiful eyes.
Gotta make contact with it. Hey, Norman.
He's purring.
So he's comfortable.
A little bit.
I don't know what purring necessarily means.
It doesn't always mean happy.
Yeah. Give it a minute. I promise I'm doing something here.
Alright. I did not like Tailspin.
I didn't either. I liked the intro.
Now, Recess? That was my shit.
This
Whomps, man.
Did I already talk on here about that one problem that I had with Recess? There's just one episode in particular I remember.
What was it?
It's one where it's really hot, and everybody's like really hot and they hate it except Gus. And by the end of the episode, they're like, Gus, what the hell? And he's like, I'm just thinking about this one time me and my dad went skiing. And it's, there we go.
Yeah, you did talk about that.
And it made me mad. Fuck your eyeball.
It couldn't be like... It couldn't have been like some sort of military hardening that his dad put him through.
No, everybody else had to be able to do it. That's how everybody else cooled down.
He had to transfer the skill of memorizing something, of remembering an event.
I think that's something his dad taught him.
Taught him what? To deal with the cold?
Yeah, or to deal with the heat.
Just by... Man... I remember,
Dude, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah.
That's gotta smart.
You're like, fuck, what is this guy doing to you? He can't even fight back.
Good.
Those cute eyes are just looking at you.
I don't think I've ever done this. I think this is the first time...
Did you kill the giant ant thing in Dark Souls 2 in the,
No, I've never killed that thing.
I didn't... there were messages there saying, like, secret over here, where it was, like, blocking the wall and, like, enemy kill or something like that, and then I believed them.
There's nothing, is there?
There's nothing there. All it does is... And I didn't even know that, like the second time around, I didn't even realize that it was,
As a helpful thing.
Yeah, it was curing poison or something, I think.
It cures your poison when you go near it.
Yeah.
Come on.
I tried killing the crow in,
Artifacts?
In Dark Souls 1, I tried killing the giant crow that's in...
Oh, Firelink?
Firelink. Like, the first time I played it, I just lobbed fireballs at it over and over, expecting something to happen, because, like, I could lock onto it.
It just flies away.
I didn't get that far.
There are books down here.
Well, okay.
That's all I needed to do. That's all I was curious about, because I've never done that before.
I did like Even Stevens. That's one of the few, like, sitcoms on Disney that I actually liked.
You didn't like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody?
No. That was after... I mean, like, I didn't like any of that era. Even Stevens, though, that was pretty good. That was, like, where, like, that's, like, one of the few, like, early times where I recognize an actor, and then every time I see him in a movie, I'm like... Mom, look! Mom!
It's Shia!
It's Shia LaBeouf!
Ah! Dude,
then,
have you seen what happened to Beans?
Yeah.
What a fucking tragedy.
He's like a... I'm pretty...
He looks like Wallace Shaw!
He does. The last thing I saw of him was just some kid got a picture of him when he was working as like an assistant for a mall Santa.
Oh, Flora.
And I'm sure like
Oh, little ones. Oh, fleeting wheel.
I'm sure like the interaction was like, hey, are you Beans? I loved Even Stevens and stuff like that. But then he goes and posts it on like Twitter and he's like, haha, I found Beans. He looks ugly as shit. I'm like, come on, man.
He looks what?
He looks ugly as shit.
Oh.
It was something like he said something like that. He called him ugly after like meeting him and getting and he put forth like a minute of his day to take a picture with a fan, and he goes and says that.
Yeah, that's shitty.
And he was a young kid too. He probably didn't even watch much Even Stevens, although he probably had to.
He knew who Beans was.
Yeah. Remember Beans the robot in Portal?
Yes.
You do remember that?
I do remember that.
That was a big thing. It was an ARG.
Well, he wasn't supposed to be a can of beans.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know, before Portal 2 came out, there was an ARG that started within the ending of Portal 1, where they updated it. And, you know, spoiler alert, when you end up laying outside of the facility in, like, the parking lot, the screen fades out at that point, implying that you escape. But then, an update came out, and it made it to where you start getting dragged away, and a robot voice says, "Thank you for assuming the Aperture Science submission position," or something like that. And people like they like no clip out of the scene or something like that, and the model that's supposed to be referencing, I guess, like the voice and the events, it was just the cube with the model, or a cube textured with the can of beans texture, and everybody called him Beans the Robot. Portal 2 was cool.
This part's supposed to be hard, but like...
Yeah, it looks really hard. I'm still really salty about that one point in the game where they decided you could put a portal on a moving surface. What the fuck was that?
Was that in your computer?
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever been over here.
You heard it though, right?
I did.
It sounded like clawing at carpet. It might have been like this or something, like... I hope. But, it's just... Throughout the entire 2 games, you're led to believe that portals cannot exist on moving surfaces. If you put a portal on a wall and it moves, the portal poofs away. But then one time... Yeah. Like, if there's a wall that extends out, the portal just...
Oh, yeah.
And... This one time, I was so stuck... Because I didn't have the idea to put a portal on this panel that was moving up and down and expect it to work.
Oh, is it when you cut the neurotoxin thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got stuck there my first time too.
Because I was following the game's rules. And then some people are like, well, I mean, it's Aperture Science. Maybe maybe the room itself is moving up and down and the panel is staying still. It's like, yeah, that would make sense. But there's a lot of stationary surfaces that I can portal to, and those should go away if that was true. It's bullshit. It ruined the game for me.
Did it? Oh my god, how accurate was that? Jesus. It's like he just knew where I was gonna go.
Come on, you fought these guys before.
Not with several eyes on it.
What are you talking about? Are you fucking...
It was only bullets!
Are you fucking with me or something? Is this like another one of those, like, jokes that you're pulling?
How many jokes do I pull, BJ?
Your life.
You got me. Hey, look at this. Oh, fuck.
She's hot.
No, she isn't. Look at her fucking face.
Dude.
Look at those cheeks!
I'm rocking a chub right now looking at those nasty, hollow cheekbones.
Oh, dude, I never realized she was in a... What is that called? A bollocks.
A bollocks. What was those called? Like hand bindings? Or... I mean, they're called, like... I know the ones where you put your head through are called, like...
Gallows.
No. Gallows are where you hang. Stockades?
Stockades.
Or... something that starts with a B. Ballista.
No.
It's, pillories. Doesn't start with a B. Pillories.
Pillory mounds of mashed potatoes.
There's a slight difference between the two, but they're basically the same thing. I always used that item in Dark Souls 2, the hand binding thing you get from that one boss.
Oh yeah,
because it like helped pyromancy or whatever.
Was it actually like a? Did it bind your hands together?
No, it just hung off of one hand.
All right, 38,000. We're literally a few boss fights away from the end.
Welcome, what is
2 to 3.
Isn't that right, Norman? He knows.
More vitality.
Ouch!
Get in here!
Come here!
I wanna use all these things. Like, we have nothing to spend this on, though. Short-lived beasthood. I've never actually used that before.
Beasthood?
Yeah. We have these.
Oh, she cut off my beasthood. What does it do? Do you eat a bunch of it and it gives you...
Kind of want to... Yeah, I kind of want to, like...
Are you going to turn into a beast?
What is beasthood? Can I actually turn into a beast? I think it increases attack? That was an accident.
Oh, you beast. I forgot we named him. Google.
French.
Peter Rabbit. Gotcha, Google.
That's where they got the term Google.
Do you feel blame? Are you mad? Are you Rab Scrab Rob Ramage? Alright, here we go. I'm gonna take you for a ride, Norman.
Dude, how about that Marvel Infinite having fucking day one DLC and it's not coming out till like a few months?
I'm not even surprised. It's a Capcom fighting game. That's their whole idea, is to bleed people of money. I don't even know why it's a talking point. That's like saying water's wet. This just in. I dipped my hand in a pool of water. Guess what happened? It had water on it.
Oh, fuck.
And Capcom is completely... Alright, check him out. He's dizzy.
Poor cat! You fucking monster!
For those of you that didn't see, that I just spun him around a few times on his spinning chair.
He tried to get he didn't know how to get out of the chair!
Come here, Norman.
Oh my god!
I know some people will so much if you so much as look at a cat wrong, they'll claim it's cruelty, but come on, this kid's not hurt. I'm just fucking with him.
You can tell that it's serious because I decided to start walking slowly.
Yeah, there he is. He's fine. Hey, Norman.
Look, it's a baby carriage!
It's Father Mother. It's a ghost in the clothes.
Oh. I feel like I should mention, part of the reason that we, Oh shit, I hate this. Part of the reason that I kept getting my frenzy so high was because our, what is that? Insight is so high. The more insight you have, the, fuck, that's an instant kill.
The easier to get frenzied.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
Also, fuck this boss too, though. This was probably the hardest boss of my
Professional career.
first playthrough.
I was on Read It once, and there was like a video of Norman. I think it might have been on like people fucking dying or something.
I love that subreddit.
I love that subreddit. For those of you that don't know what it is, just go to it. You will not regret it, and it's nothing.
It's not
Don't
people
worry.
actually dying.
Don't worry, just go to it. And
That's a real. There is a real subreddit called "Watch People Die."
oh yeah,
Though, if you for some reason want to watch people die,
it's okay. It's not as good as people fucking dying. I think it was like a picture. It was like a GIF webbing of a woman holding a pillowcase opening, a cat jumping into it voluntarily, and then she picks up the pillowcase and kind of like swings it up and down a few times, and then puts it back down, and the cat runs out and then runs back in. And it's like the cat's clearly enjoying itself, and she's not like hitting it against a wall or anything, but people in the comments were freaking out that she was abusing that poor cat.
I keep putting the laser pointer on the ceiling. And Danny will always look at it and just...
Does he chirp?
Yes.
Yeah, I always like he doesn't chirp.
Danny chirps a lot.
My old cat Mamau, she chirped a lot, but like she'd sit out the window. Going,
Ah! Yeah, he chirps when he runs away.
really?
Yeah. That's the one thing I've realized. Cats, if you have a breed, they're all gonna look alike, but the way they act is just different.
Yeah.
Because like I can't tell any. I think Danny's a tabby. I'm pretty sure, but like
I think.
I can't tell him apart from other tabbies. Basically, if you show me a picture of one, I wouldn't be able to. If you showed me two pictures of them, they were in the exact same location, I wouldn't be able to tell you which one's Danny.
I can tell Norman. He's got a. I can look at his face and his feet. His feet are white.
Danny's got a baby face, more than I see of most tabbies, but that's it.
Norman had a bit of a weird baby face when he was.
I think Danny's technically, he's still a kitten, so.
Yeah. But when I got him, he had kind of a dopey looking face. It was like kind of crooked looking, but I think he grew out of it.
I think I'm gonna beat this boss.
Yeah, some people are just way too quick to pull the animal cruelty trigger.
Oh yeah, I put him in a. We got Cracker Barrel not that long ago, and I put him in the Cracker Barrel bag. And I kept picking him up and handing them to Chandler with special delivery. And then he'd run out and I go, cat's out of the bag.
You can't. How can you do that to that poor cat? I bet he's traumatized. Although a lot of people do say, even if you point a laser pointer, people are like,
Hold on.
you can't. Is it dead? Hit it. Nice. Yeah, people will be like, you can't point laser pointers at cats because it turns them insane and they start looking for things that aren't there because they never actually catch it. And it's like, just come on, dude. Just fucking stop.
My cat's not gonna catch anything. So yeah, I beat that boss first try. Goddamn.
They say now they're saying you gotta like give them a treat or like give them an actual toy when you're done laser pointering them.
So usually you can just like straight up head back to the hunter's dream. I like to come down here though. Look at Miss Yarnum one last time. She thanks you.
Take a look at those nice titties on her.
And then she leaves. Bye bye, Miss Yarnum. Her name's Yarnum. Queen.
What a coincidence.
Queen Yarnum. Barn, little kid in the background going fucking crazy.
As much as I don't I don't really like the YouTube poop I made of Game Grumps once, I still love that one part where I made Egoraptor talk in like a weird sentence by moving his words around that didn't make sense, and then John looks at the camera, what?
Everything's on fire!
Oh no. Get the water. Get the water, nigga.
I knew you were... Can I use all 33 of these? Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
There's no need to have them anymore, we're about to beat the fucking game.
Oh, okay. We're at 20 minutes, though. Is it going to last another episode?
One more episode, probably.
Alright.
So, we got these thirds of umbilical cords.
Do we have 4 of them?
We got 4 of them. How does that make sense?
That's 4/3 of an umbilical cord.
Dawn will
soon break.
This night,
And this dream will end.
heaven awaits you at the foot of the great tree.
If you bring me 3/3 of an umbilical cord, you get a free shake.
There we go. Look at all that fucking shit. Alright.
Oh my.
Actually. Yeah, but one more. Next time on Ghost Grumps.
Ghost Grumps.
That's how you used to do it. You used them saying go subscribe.
And I'm mad because, like
two weeks later, they started calling Susie a goose.
I could have used it. I was mad.
It's like Aaron knew. Go subscribe.
There was something else. Oh yeah, I loved how I did that seamless transition between the 2 videos by zooming into the dragon dildo and back out. I don't care. If you guys want to see a first timer's YouTube poop that's like okay in one part, go to my channel. Don't subscribe though, and don't look at anything older or newer than that.